They say Gordаш won't be king, but that pomp upstairs sure sounds like a coronation.
Всем привет. Чел, по-моему, очень похож на чувака из Dragon Age 200 или как он там. Все просто один в один практически. Ну, того рожа была побольше, конечно, тоже с арбалетом такой. Прям, мне кажется, прям практически отсылка. Они бы его назвали бы еще как-то еще более похоже.
You heard anything about what it's like in the prisons? Actually, don't tell.
You're a stranger. I don't like strangers.
This is the armory, not a bloody open house. Fists only. Now clear off. Trade. This equipment isn't for sale. It belongs to the Flaming Fist. I bloody wasn't. Too busy ordering more of those mechanical monstrosities to tell me. I suppose you can take a look, but make it quick.
Из-за чего тут выделываться? Сколько разговоров было. Я думал, сейчас тут будет прям вау. У меня тут весьма посредственные шмотки. Ничего прям такого сверх. Обычные шмотки. Выделывается еще овца. Ужас.
Stay sharp, stranger.
Что прям снова в четвертом фиксе как-то FPS подупал, мне прям не нравится. Надо снять сердечник, конечно, переместить. Но я тоже буду делать потом.
Sneaking into a restricted area was a bold move.
Хотел сюда идти, бля, не сохранился там. Ёптимить. Я вообще хотел с тобой поговорить. Так и знал, что нельзя туда свернуться. Что не просто там. Так, там закрыто. Козлы. Сразу нападают. Сказали бы сначала нельзя, выйди. Я такой был, окей, все, ухожу, не пойду. Нет, сразу такие, блядь. Тебе пиздец. А, ну, фух.
Trade. This equipment isn't for sale. It belongs to the Flaming Fist. Course I bloody... I suppose you can take a look. But make it quick.
I ain't saying nothing to nobody until...
The Flaming Fist don't stand for trouble, so stay out.
Сюда можно хотя бы? Думаю, не стоит здесь вообще везде ходить. Вот это такая.
On with you then.
А, это та самая. Настя, у меня... О, дверь-то открыта, смотрите. А, это наш... Сверху спустился. Это та, которая нас пропускала вначале. Все, я вспомнил. О, Мизора, нихера себе. Это встреча. Трон зала. Сам.
What's this now?
Flaming Fist Barracks. Authorized personnel.
Посторонний вход запрещен. Ну, короче, сюда попозже приду, когда вас всех убью.
Don't cause any trouble, or...
Это вход в город, это уже врата Балдура будут, да?
Keep those feet moving.
Что за микролаги? Почему FPS может 30? Прям это очень не нравится. Там Мизора смоталась.
Master Porter, I've taken the liberty of... Oh, you're not the master.
Там Мизора смоталась.
Look, I'm all for Gortash, but those clankers, they're...
Because they do your job better than you and without complaining? It is unnerving.
Imagine where we'd be without them. The city would be overrun. They're all that's keeping this cult at bay.
He has a point. They make people feel safe, if nothing else.
Ha! You hear this? Tell my friends how safe you feel with those metal giants stamping about. You've been reading too many picture books.
Lord Gortash himself is the one pulling their strings. We're all better off for it.
Рычаг какой-то есть. Как взором делать? Все так этих скелетов боятся, я просто в шоке. Армии миллион.
Is expecting you.
Sorry, these jukes are working.
Как она подорвалась.
Rough babbling, no time to talk.
Тут была Мизора только что. Куда, блять, она делась? Может, там внутрь зашла?
Is expecting you.
Даже и герцог. Даже Мизора делась. Сейчас будет эти уроды даже за мной сюда пришли.
Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Где Мизора? Да, она подевалась. Все из-за сраных скелетов, блин. Она же вот здесь вот стояла, я же видел ее.
Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Кажется, кто-то в стену, наверное, уперлась наверняка. Вот все здесь есть, все. Кроме Мизора. Они уже все забыли гостик. Что собак такой тупой. Ладно, мне кажется, что нам все-таки куда-то сюда вломилась. Давай вали отсюда в этот дверь. Что такое посос? Я надеюсь, что когда я здесь что-то переведу, будет лучше.
Stand down, villain. In the name of the Steel Watch, aggressive action will not be tolerated in the presence of the patriarchs of this proud city. The Steel Watch appreciate your cooperation, citizen.
Dearest patriarchs, but a moment. The Blade of Frontiers graces our halls, and he's wearing his devilish best. My friend, forgive the cold welcome. My Steel Watchers are eager watchdogs, for the good of the people, I'm sure you understand. Lord Enver Gortash at your service. I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that nether stone that you carry. You know, it takes all three to control the brain. Without Thorm's, it's become vexingly willful. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided if you and I come to an understanding. Together, we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gordhash always did have an eye for opportunity.
It's not. But it will not follow new orders unless the Netherstones are united to give the command. When it finishes executing its current orders, it will be free to do as it wishes. That will be bad for everyone. Once it is freed from its shackles, I doubt we'll ever be able to bring it under control again. There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all three Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my Steel Watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the three are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the Absolute. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
Сейчас, наверное, да. Чё ты там?
is unreliable. This one shows promise. He keeps his word, I keep mine. We will rule as one. Your father will do whatever you command him to, like any other subject in our kingdom. Then let it be writ by the black hand of Bane. I, Lord Enver Gortash, swear I shall do you no harm. We will rise together over Toriel as a roaring sun. Let me demonstrate why you made the right choice. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
A doppelganger in our camp. That sounds all too believable.
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived. First Orin the Red, bloody dagger of Baal, causes panic in the streets through killings in the Absolute's name. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorn. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me, Bane's unyielding hand, author of justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them, all out of fear of the Absolute. Next, we will declare curfew and begin infecting the masses. Our subjects will hear the voice of their absolute God. The faithful will do anything in the name of their God. Powerful connections. Let's leave it at that. Our tyranny. And we are saviors. Defenders of the Sword Coast. Our loyal subjects will love us, not hate us. What comes next will be entirely their fault. More importantly, just. Now, come, be witness as your father names me the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate. Then we proceed. The Patriarchs await. Distinguished Dukes, Patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gather guests. Grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the Council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the Steel Watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed. Kill Orin and take her Netherstone. Find me in my office upstairs when it's... And do not...
Your father, once the Grand Duke, now a pawn in the Absolute's game. Your infected minds smolder in each other's presence.
My dearest boy, the hells have touched you, but you've come to me, just as Gortash said you would. Father and son, unstoppable generals. Together, we will usher in a new dawn. Help me. Ah, the Black Widow caught you in her web. Floric chose shadow over light. Her betrayal burned deeper than the fires of a furnace. She's been punished for her lies. Don't let her get to you.
Punished? Floric must be locked up somewhere, assuming she's still alive.
Within Ravengard's memories, you find Councillor Floric. She is confined in a cell right here in Worm's Rock.
The sun rises, my boy. My true soul. Are you ready? What is a hero, my son? If not an actor for the greater good, Faerun suffers in darkness. Tyr has abandoned us. Helmed, but Baldur's Gate will soon burn bright, a beacon to light. You, Gortash, and I will ignite the final spark, my son. And that is the greatest of goods.
For a brief moment, uncertainty clouds his mind, then dissipates. The astral prism vibrates in concord.
What nonsense is this?
The prism quivers once more. Ravengard falters.
Help me.
Your tadpole seizes. The prism stills. Ravengard's empty eyes meet yours.
As I said, Baldur's Gate will ascend. Tyrill's first and only grand city.
First comes a vision of terror, the city of Baldur's Gate taken by Illithids. But beyond the terror, there is hope. You see a beaming Ravengard presiding over the sunlit city, applauded by the people. A people at peace.
The real Ravengard's still in there, and he wants out.
Have we finished then?
Parasite binds your mind to Will's. Your memories of talking with Raven.
You spoke with my father. Incredible. To hear his voice speak those words.
like a stranger wrapped in his flesh. But there's still a glimmer of him in there, calling for release. I feel it. I know it. I won't let the Absolute keep him. This is my pledge. Mind flayers are like devils. They just sport tentacles rather than wings. Clever, manipulative, exploitative. The Emperor says he's a friend. I think we'd be fools to believe him. And maybe it's true. Maybe Stelmane allied with a mind flayer and subjected the city to their political will. Or maybe he made an offer she couldn't refuse. I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds, as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim? I asked father later. No, he said. A stroke survivor.
You sense uncertainty in Will's voice. He questions his father's explanation.
Something's always gnawed at me. At the banquet, Stelmane didn't seem to look at us, but through us. But that second time, her gaze never left me. It was steel, sharp and unyielding. It could just be my imagination, but I always felt that it was more than a stroke that had changed her. What, though? I couldn't say. Whatever you believe about Stelmane, she's not the only one to suffer the killer's blow. My father was tadpoled. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, you must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it.
Archduke Gordаш. Now there's a man who knows good business.
Finally, a leader with some charisma. Ravengard was quite the dullard.
What glory our city, and what glory its future.
Absolute's army won't stand a chance. Gortash will crush them like roaches under his boot.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients and...
Hey, soldier.